Welcome, SENS TALK.
Russell winds in, feeds it back across the strike, and scores! Brady Tkachuk makes it 2-0. Giroux, hit alone, scores!
Tim Stutzel across, Tkachuk score! The captain, Brady Tkachuk, buries it with 1:18 to go.
See you later. Go, SENS, go. Welcome, SENS TALK. My name is Brandon Plant, and I am your host. Tonight, Ottawa took on the New York Rangers as they look to get a point in 6 straight games. Going to this one, Ottawa are 3-0-2 in their last 5, so they're looking to get at least a point in 6 straight games, while the New York Rangers have only won 3 out of their last 10. So this is a New York Rangers team who is pretty good, top of the league, definitely in a playoff spot, and they definitely want to right the ship of a bit of a rough stretch as of late. Before we jump into today's video though, I just wanted to give a quick shout out to all of you who nominated us again for 5 different categories at the 2024 Ottawa Awards. It's a huge honor. Thank you so very much. It's a dream come true for me to be able to make SENS content for all of you for the last 11 years. Last year, we won our award, our first ever award for the best YouTube channel of Ottawa in 2023. We're looking to defend our title there. We're up for best blog, best YouTube channel. Of course, that is the category we're looking to defend. Best Ottawa-based influencer, best podcast or podcaster, and best sports podcast. Those, nominations are in 2 categories: digital and social and media. So thank you all so very much for your support, again, for nominating us. Last year, your love went from just nominating us to literally voting us in as the best YouTube channel in Ottawa in 2023. So let's do it again. If you want to vote for us, I'll put the link to that in the description below and the comment section down below. I'll pin that comment. I would really appreciate it, of course. It means a lot for me, of course, and the rest of the SENS TALK team. But yeah, once again, thank you so very much for your unwavering support over the last 11 years. Just being nominated is a hell of an honor, but let's win this thing. So vote down below if you'd like. Now let's get back into the video. As Jonathan Quick is in net for them, he's lost his last 4 out of 5 in regulation. That one non-regulation loss was an overtime loss, so things haven't been looking so good for him as of late. He's definitely looking to turn things around, while Joonas Korpisalo, who's been pretty solid overall as of late, is looking to have another strong performance. So let's get into the first period of play. Oh, and by the way, before we get into the first period of play, Lyndon Sluich did the anthem today in front of a sold-out crowd, another one at the Canadian Tire Centre. Full barn, looked great. Love to see it. When Ottawa has Lyndon Sluich doing the anthems, they are 2-0, looking to go 3-0. So let's get into it. To the first period we go, and things are looking good early on. It's Brady Tkachuk bobblehead night, and he bobbles his way to the net and scores. El Capitano makes it 1-0 Senators, his 20th of the year. Gives Ottawa the 1-0 lead. A nice forced turnover here from Claude Giroux. Gets Brady Tkachuk the puck. Gives Ottawa the 1-0 lead after 20 minutes of play. Good start for Ottawa, no doubt about it. By the way, shout out to Claude Giroux. G-Money. He's been nothing but money this year, and last year, frankly, his whole career as an Ottawa Senator has been money. Gets career assist number 700 in his NHL career, his Hall of Fame career. So congratulations to Claude Giroux on that fantastic achievement. And Brady Tkachuk has scored at least 20 goals in 5 of his last 6 seasons, according to Murray Pam on Twitter. The only season he didn't was during the COVID-shortened season when he scored 17 in 56 games that year. So let's go to the second period of play, and a minute and a half in, Ottawa, they're on the power play, and guess what? The Ottawa Senators, they got a couple of power play goals last game, and they get one here. Jacob Chychrun. How do you do? 2-0 Ottawa. A beautiful pass here from Drake Batherson, and Tom Chabot gets the secondary assist as well as the Senators go up 2-0 off the power play goal. Jacob Chychrun gets his first goal in 13 games as Ottawa takes a 2-0 lead. Tom Chabot, by the way, with that secondary assist, has 4 points in his last 4 games. However, a few minutes later, I think this is a good time to bring the stat up from Alex Adams. Great follow, by the way, on Twitter. Cannot recommend him enough. He put out a stat saying, according to @NatStatTrick, the Sens have given up 11 goals in the last 5 games, none of which have been high danger chance goals. That trend continues again tonight as the onslaught from the New York Rangers begins now. What a disaster this was. So the first goal for the Rangers in this disaster collapse of a second period goes to Lafreniere, bounces it in off of Korpisalo's back of the pad and in. Weird bounce, but the Ottawa Senators get caught puck watching here. Just let him walk right behind the net. Zub doesn't have his man. And the Rangers capitalize on it. 2-1. A couple of minutes later, Chris Kreider on an odd man rush going the other way, 1-on-1. Beats Korpisalo high glove from distance. And that's why I brought up that stat a couple of minutes ago. From distance, this is a goal that cannot go in the National Hockey League. No excuses. I don't give a damn about the next pass or the stretch rush that it was. I do not care. That was a shot from 40, 50 feet out. Wasn't really from transition either, as he was coming in from the right side for some time. Korpisalo had time to position himself. Way out of position on this one. Beats him high glove side from 50 feet out. I don't understand why Korpisalo cannot make a save from so far out at such a consistent rate. The Rangers suddenly tie it. It's 2-2. 45 seconds later, the onslaught for the Rangers continues as Stützle fails to push Panarin off the puck, leaving him on a 2-on-1. And guess what? Of course, Zach Jones for the Rangers will give them the lead for the first time tonight. The Rangers strike, and that will not be it. Here comes another one. That's 3 shots on 3 goals. Let's make it 4 shots on 4 goals. Johnny Brodzinski out front deflects home a shot past Korpisalo, which ends his night as the Rangers suddenly, somehow, are up by 2. It's 4-2 New York. That is 4 goals on 4 shots for Joonas Korpisalo in the second period of play. Disastrous game from Joonas Korpisalo, who's looked, frankly, better as of late. Not great, but better, no doubt. And look, the stats they're ugly for Korpisalo tonight. He faced 17 shots. He allowed 4 of those to go by him, making 13 saves for a .765 save percentage. This guy's making $4 million for the next 5 years. He can't put up on average an above 900 save percentage. It's a serious problem. And the weird thing about Joonas Korpisalo's game is, and I'm a big defender of his game, I think he's a fantastic goaltender. I was raving about him in the offseason. He has the tools to be a great goaltender. And you see it there on the in-close chances. He's so flexible, so athletic, usually in great position to make an in-tight stop. But for some reason, I cannot explain it. In the tough chances, oh, this guy is dynamite. But from 50 feet out on shots that I probably could get a good piece of and keep out of the net, for some reason, Joonas Korpisalo cannot stop it if his life depended on it. I don't know if it's confidence. I don't know if it's positioning. I don't know if it's something else. I don't know what it is, but it makes no sense. If you look at all the advanced statistics, Joonas Korpisalo is also worst. In terms of above goals expected on average, Joonas Korpisalo is literally worse in the National Hockey League. This guy gives up way more goals than he's supposed to be in the situations he's in. It's just a disaster right now, especially on a big contract like that. So another, he's been good the last few games. Not great, good. Disastrous year for Korpisalo. And that continued tonight as the Rangers lead 4-2. So Matt Sogard gets put into the game. That doesn't really change much, though. A few minutes later, Blake Wheeler would get a goal and a nice pass from Chris Kreider on a 2-on-1. Tom Chabot started this play for the Rangers with a turnover. And you can see on your screen now, he pinched into the neutral zone, leaving the lane open for the 2-on-1 there to begin with. Terrible goal there on Tom Chabot. No chance for Matt Sogard as Ottawa gives up 5 straight goals and 5 goals on 7 shots to end the second period of hell. What a disaster! A disaster period for the Ottawa Senators, who have looked so good as of late in front of a sold-out crowd. Nearly 20,000 people at the Canadian Tire Centre paying good money to watch this team play. And they put in a brutal, disgraceful effort like that. I don't care if the Rangers are first in their division. I don't care if they're a top team in the National Hockey League. This is a team on a back-to-back situation who struggled as of late with a goaltender who's won no games in their last 5 and has lost 4 out of their last 5 in regulation with a below .880 save percentage. These are types of games where if you're a team like the Ottawa Senators with playoff aspirations and you're serious about winning, you gotta play better than this. We go to the third period of play and the poor play continues as 6 straight goals for the Rangers. Panarin with an empty net goal. And then of course, they get a 7th, Capo Caco, off a weird rebound. And the New York Rangers will take this one 7-2. They score 7 straight goals in our barn on Saturday Night Hockey in front of our home fans, paying good money. 7 straight goals as Ottawa falls to 18-25-2. The Rangers improve to 30-16-3. What a disgrace. What a disgrace. I mean, what an utter disgrace. There's no way to excuse the terrible goals that Joonas Korpisalo allowed tonight, particularly that second one from Chris Kreider. just terrible. Terrible. And then the defense, that first one on Lafreniere, just caught puck watching. That fourth one for the Rangers, Chabot, what are you doing? Caught puck watching. What are we doing here? What a disgrace. And it sucks, because Ottawa really looked to have turned it around the last 5 games, but they went to their same old habits today, and teams are going to have games like this, no doubt about it. But to see the way the Sens has rolled over and died is so discouraging, once again, considering how well they've played as of late. This is a team that, once again, are very, very much so out of a playoff spot. But that doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. 7 straight goals in front of your hometown fans is an utter disgrace. It's an utter disgrace. And Matt Sogard, not his fault tonight at all. His stat line tonight looked a little better than Korpisalo's, 818 save percentage. He faced 11 shots, stopped 9 of them. But yeah, Ottawa tonight didn't really have anyone going. A lot of minuses across the board, I'll be honest with you. I think what really irks me about this game was Ottawa was up 2-0 before that Rangers goal. Matthew Joseph and Blake Wheeler both go to the box for a 4-on-4. I don't understand why. Don't understand why at all. Wheeler threw Joseph into the ice. Gravity literally took him down, because that's what gravity does. If you didn't know, gravity will pull you down. And the refs apparently don't know that. They call him for embellishment, which is utter ridiculousness. And that turns the tide of the game. But, you can use that as an excuse for the change of momentum, which it did, on top of the fact that Tkachuk, moments before, fought an essential AHLer, which kept him off the ice for 5 minutes, which, of course, resulted in a couple of these goals as well. So there's some self-inflicted wounds on this, terrible second period, no doubt. The refs didn't help. But once again, at the end of the day, you're dealt the cards you're dealt, right? You're dealt the hand you're given. And the Ottawa Senators fumbled it big time. They fumbled it big time. They rolled over and died. And that is not something we've seen the last few games. It looked like the same old Senators tonight. And yeah, I don't know. It's going to be really tough to see how they bounce back in their next one after a disastrous, really soul-crushing loss like this. But look, if this team is serious about winning, they got to bounce back, and they got to bounce back in a big way. So let's see what they do. Let me know what you guys think down below, of course. And I'll see you on Monday when Ottawa takes on the Nashville Predators. I'll be at that game, so hopefully we get a W when Sens Talk and Miss Sens Talk are in the crowd. But besides that, thank you all for watching. I'll see you on Monday night. Go Sens, go.